What's up, y'all, and welcome back. Now, today I want to cover one of the most important choices you guys are going to run into in an MMO game. Now, I want to emphasize that I'm not referring to the critical choices of character creation, like your scars, tattoos, and of course, the notorious boob slider. Now, I'm referring to the choice of whom to play with and how to choose the right guild. Now let me just say the term here, guild, is going to refer to free companies in Final Fantasy XIV, companies as we get ready to go into New World. But I'm going to stick with the term guild, that way you guys don't think I'm selling you something. But on that note, if you guys don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, go ahead and subscribe, hit that little notification bell. You guys can hit me when the content comes out. But let's move on here. So some lucky players may have a group of friends to start playing a game with, but most players probably will not. And often those even with smaller groups are going to be left wanting to be part of something larger. In most MMOs, there are systems to facilitate a bond or belonging to the community with factions or a good versus evil alignment that naturally pits you against the opposing force within a game like that of World of Warcraft. Now, these systems usually breed content that is available for most, but they don't offer players a personal relationship and sense of belonging that comes with being a part of a community. Seems the most obvious choice for most people in this situation is to find a guild of players with similar playstyles. Now, if this is you and your group, there are some important questions y'all need to answer honestly before you wind up making a big mistake. First, let us identify the reason you want to join a guild. Is this reason casual or competitive? Now, if you answer competitive, you need to answer, do you have enough time to devote? Can you listen and follow directions? Are you reliable? Can you communicate with your peers proficiently? Most importantly, can you take losing? Can you take losing a lot? Most competitive win rates are roughly just barely over 50%, y'all. And what that means is that you're going to have as many losses as you do wins. Roughly about that amount. You know what I'm saying? So you guys need to be aware of that. Now, most importantly, be honest. I know how easy it is. You can see a call to arms and you're like, I'm just going to go offline. Right? Now, if you have done this in the past, you need to reevaluate your situation and try to figure out honestly what kind of gamer you really are. Once you identify what type of guild you want, get as much information as possible about a guild that might fit your playstyle. Now let's go over some basic questions to ask. Let's start with, where is the main base? Does the guild have the same prime time as you? What are their goals for the future? Is there mandatory content that you must join? Do the leaders have experience or are they noobs? Is there a MIA policy? And what I mean by that, like how long can you be offline before you get kicked, right? Or how many CTAs can you miss before you get kicked? The next thing is, how are guild funds raised? Taxes or donations? Well, those are just a couple things that are pretty basic that you want to ask for basically any guild, any game. Now, not all questions can be answered before actually entering a guild. So try to avoid questions like, is the community toxic? Are the leaders stable and trustworthy? How active are members? Is content plentiful? Now, unfortunately, you guys, these are all opinions and not the best source of information. Alright, now before deciding, try to gather information about alternate neighboring guilds. I'm just going to give you a good point of reference to help you evaluate the different choices that you're going to run into, right? A skill of some sorts. Once you have enough information, brainstorm and analyze the different choices that are in front of you. Evaluate all of the choices for both positive and negatives, right? And then, to the best of your ability, evaluate the options and select the best alternative. Now, make sure after you've had time to assess the guild environment, after you've made your choice and you've been there for a while, evaluate the outcome of your decision. See if there's anything to learn and correct in your future decision making. And that's it, you guys. I appreciate you coming through. Hopefully, you guys can follow these simple steps and find the home that's right for you. And until next time, that's it. Peace. I'll see you out there, y'all.